My name is Peggy Castro, and I have a guided meditation that I have put together after years and years of meditating. So it's a synthesis of several different types of meditation, and I hope you enjoy it and find it helpful. First and foremost, if anything in this meditation makes you feel uncomfortable, stop and return to the mantra of loving kindness and your breath. They are safe refuges you can go to whenever things become difficult. First of all, make yourself comfortable and sit or lie down and take several breaths. Then clench your arms and fists and imagine all the frustration you have been dealing with. Then release and take several long, slow breaths and flood your body with loving kindness. Imagine sending loving kindness into your toes, then the soles of your feet, your arches. Tense your feet and relax, sending loving kindness into all of your feet. Let loving kindness flood your feet. Spend some time with loving kindness in your calves, and spend some time with loving kindness in your knees, and spend a little bit of time on your knees because they are very vulnerable. Then send loving kindness to your thighs. Imagine sending loving kindness to your groin, your pelvic region, and your buttocks. Breathe in loving kindness to the small of your back and send it up your vertebrae. Fill your belly with loving kindness and then your chest. Take a deep inhale and release loving kindness in the breath into your hands and arms. Imagine breathing loving kindness into your shoulders and back, and spend some time with your neck because the neck is very vulnerable. Tilt your head forward and side to side and then relax, and again send loving kindness into the neck. Send loving kindness to your tongue, your eyes, the space between your eyes. Imagine sending loving kindness and letting it spread through your skull. Then take several long, slow breaths and imagine again flooding your body with loving kindness. Now imagine the pain and frustration. Feel it in your throat and breathe it in. Hold your breath for a moment, then imagine sending compassion and loving kindness to the pain and frustration. Think of the pain and frustration as a wounded child on the in-breath, and on the out-breath, send compassion as the universal mother, soothing the child. Spend as long as you need soothing that child with the in-breath and out-breath. When you are calm, imagine a dear friend or family member who is suffering and take in their suffering and send out the compassion of the universal mother. Take as long as you need. Finally, extend to friends and family. Imagine an enemy or someone who has harmed you. Realize they must be suffering from pain and frustration, or they would not have harmed you. Take in their pain and frustration and send them compassion from the universal mother. Finally, say to yourself, may I be filled with loving kindness. May I be at peace. May I be free from conflict. Send this loving kindness message to yourself until you are calm. Then send it to a friend or family member that is suffering. Then to include all friends and family members. And if it feels comfortable, send this message to someone who has harmed you, but only if it feels comfortable. Finally, once again, take several long, slow breaths and stay with those breaths as long as necessary, sending loving kindness to all parts of your body and to yourself with your breath. Again, if you find the tensing of your hands and arms uncomfortable and bringing up feelings you don't wish to deal with, ignore it. The important thing is to focus on your breath and loving kindness and take as long as you need. Learn to trust the breath as a safe place you can retreat to when uncomfortable. Think of the breath as a divine current, soothing all the irritations of thought and emotion. Another refuge is the loving kindness that you send to yourself and others. I find it helpful to play relaxing music while I am doing this, and I also make a point to do it after yoga, whatever works for you. The important thing is to make it your own and also to be flexible and not push the meditation when you feel uncomfortable. I am going to close with a poem that I wrote that might also be helpful. It's called A Daily Grace. A modern day job, I raged at God and a world that cannot contain its creatures must bear. Yet in the midst of my fury, I heard that still small voice, whose arms open wide to take my terrible burden, holding it with infinitesimal grace and compassion. Thank you very much. Again, I hope you find this useful in these very difficult times.